Well, there were a lot of really good memories from the season. I think maybe one of my favorite games of the year had to be the Richardson Pierce game. Anytime you play in a playoff game, second round playoffs, Thanksgiving weekends on a Friday afternoon, great venue. Our kids played really well, had a great crowd there at the game. All those things made that a real special game. And then I think Diego intercepting that ball and running down the sideline, I felt like, yes, finally, and we put this thing away a little bit. And so that was something that was really fun. They're all fun, like I said, and get to the playoffs. But that game, I guess, stood out a little bit more to me than the others. And so to me, that was probably the biggest, I guess, favorite game. They're all favorite when you win. Funniest moment. Well, there's so many funny moments that happen, I think, behind the scenes, just different things that happen along the way. I guess maybe as much as anything, I guess the moment, I guess, that stands out probably more than any other was the Tommy Hutchinson. I don't know if that's a funny moment. It was just kind of a crazy moment. We get late in the game and Tommy goes in and he barrels into the end zone, and then I think everybody's barreling out of the stands and just all the things that went along with that. And it was just mass pandemonium going on everywhere. So that was a fun one.
The favorite memory was senior night against Irving. I'm sure it was probably a lot of people's favorite memory, and that was Tommy getting into the end zone and just the celebration and the love that his teammates had for him, the reaction of all the kids. That was without a doubt something I'd never seen before, anything quite like that. That was awesome. One moment that stood out was the Richardson Pierce playoff game, and it was late. It was in the fourth quarter, and we'd called a read play, and Carson pulled the ball and ran for a long touchdown run. And as soon as he broke through the first level, his head got so far out in front of his toes because he knew it was open all the way to the end zone, and he didn't want to get caught. But his head was so far out in front of his toes, I thought he was going to fall over head over heels. That'd probably be it.
Funniest moment? Oh man, probably when Jeremiah had the fumble on the ground against Richardson Pierce and picked it up and then fumbled again, and he would have got a touchdown, and then Will White ended up getting credit for the touchdown. So I thought that was pretty funny, but still awesome either way. I don't care who got it. Oh man, my favorite memory and game probably is going to be the Fossil Ridge game, the second time we played them. I look back at that just with the best of memories. I truly felt from a defensive perspective, that was our most dominant game. I think we all knew going into the game that we had these guys really well planned out, and we executed just almost flawlessly that whole game. And complete domination of them just came to mind. And I think that really set a statement for us as far as getting past the hump of that first round and then going into the next two rounds with great confidence. To the seniors of this class, our 2018 season, I hope you look back at your experience at Hebron with just fantastic memories and really be proud. You get to live the rest of your life with knowing that you got us as far into the playoffs as any team did it since 2007. That's a really great accomplishment. I challenge you to come back to Hebron and see that 2018 sign plastered all over the wall back here on the field house. More than what we've able to do the last few years. Be proud of that, but also remember why you were able to do that. We recommitted ourselves to our core values, and hopefully you're coming out of Hebron football with a good knowledge of how to be a man and how to take on difficult circumstances in life and attack them and not cower down, but be the guy that rises above and gathers the people around you and become successful and take on any challenge in life full steam. Hopefully you've taken that from Hebron football.
My main goal is that, in talking to them, is that they're going to be able to look back on the time they spent here at Hebron High School and really seeing it was worthwhile. And there's a lot, and probably the memories you're going to have the most are the real hard mornings we had to get up and go outside when it was really cold and run during the off season, or some of the Coach Mach here in the weight room yelling and screaming at y'all and making y'all do push-ups because you weren't on the right whistle count or whatever it might be, or just the days that you had to come together as a group to make it through it. And I think those are the times that you're going to look back. But hopefully you're going to look back and it's going to help you, because there's going to be times in your life where things are going to be, maybe not going your way, and you're going to face a lot of difficult circumstances. But hopefully you can look back on your time as a football player here at Hebron High School, and you're going to be able to draw on that strength to help you to persevere and move forward and do things that are going to help you to achieve success in life. And because things is kind of like a football season is life. You don't always win every game. You don't always lose. You're going to have some losses along the way, and you're going to have to deal with those. So my advice is just hopefully you're able to look back on this and do that. But set your goals high. You guys know how to set goals. You know how to work for those goals, and do everything you can to work to achieve success in your life.
The thing you miss the most, and I tried to impart this upon them when they were here, is you miss the people. You miss your teammates. You miss your coaches. You're going to miss the moments in the locker room. You're going to miss the moments, as strange as it sounds, waking up at 5:15 in the morning. And I know that sounds odd, but those are the things you're going to miss. You're not going to miss throwing a ball or catching a ball or making a tackle per se, but you're going to miss those people. And it's a reminder that life is about those relationships.
One of the things we've talked about already this year is 2019 ... 2018, the books are closed. There's nothing more we can do for 2018. That year is over, but 2019 is a completely different year, and so you got to look at the opportunity in front of you. What do you want to do with it? And don't blink, because it'll be over before you know it. Some of you guys right now is just understanding, boy, I better really put everything I can into this, because this is my last hurrah, and I better make sure I do everything I possibly can to have individual, but most importantly, team success. Because there are goals that you have, things that you want to achieve personally, but those things never come in front of your team goals. But you achieve the team goals, and it's amazing how a lot of those personal goals seem to all work together. Make sure everything you're doing is always working to make your team better, and doing the things and encouraging your team to step up and be a leader. Because one thing I will say, there are a lot of regrets you're going to have when you look back in life, and the things you're going to regret is not working harder, not speaking up when you had an opportunity to speak up, not being a leader, not encouraging, not doing the things you need to do. So my real, word to you is don't have any regrets for 2019. Let's make it a great year, and a year you'll never forget.
Don't take a day for granted. You can't have it back. Time is the most valuable asset there is in the world, and when the day is gone, it's gone, and you can never have it back. And we tend to all take days for granted. Don't take a day for granted. Be what you want to be, but it starts now.
My challenge to the younger guys is the seniors get credit basically for what we did last year, but that's exactly what it sounds like. That's last year. The future's wide open in front of us, and like we've challenged you this offseason, 2019 right now is followed by a ... And the seniors last year did what they did, and I challenge you guys to match that or try to do even better. And what determines that is what happens over these next 8 months before next August. And the sky's the limit, as long as you guys keep your goals high and work as hard as you can to accomplish those goals.